Alright guys, LPocker77 here and welcome to episode 2 of my Playing With series. You probably know who got the most votes last week, but I'll do a quick recap. In third, with 3 votes, we have Thompson. In second, with 12 votes, we had Pontius. And lastly, with a whopping 71 votes, the winner was Arizala. So I bought one earlier in the week for about 40k and stuck him into a hybrid, playing at right wing, but to be honest, he didn't do too well there. I had more luck with him on the left wing, but after a few games I decided I'd rather sub him on into my Mexican League Silvers. So at the start of a couple of matches I took off Sanchez and put him up top with Informed Nigris, I think that's his name, and he did quite well there. I'll show his in-game stats here and they weren't bad at all. He has 4-star skills and 4-star weaker foot. He's also quite tall. His sprint speed wasn't amazing, but his strength did make up for it. His mental attributes were pretty average, and lastly his skill attributes were fairly good all round in the mid 70s and a few of his shooting stats in the low 80s. So I'm going to be honest with you, the goals I was able to score with him weren't that great. I scored a lot less goals with him than I thought I would, so basically just put together all the goals he scored, whether it's a penalty, I think there was one header in there, and I think there are a few rainbow flicks, but that will happen occasionally. I didn't mind using him, but he did seem fairly sluggish. He also didn't feel like a winger. He played much better as a striker, so if you're thinking of getting him, I'd try subbing him on for 9 chemistry as a striker. His shooting wasn't bad, but he isn't the type of player you can score crazy long shots with. Had to get fairly close to the goal to score. He did, however, like as I said, scored a few volleys straight from rainbow flicks, so he's quite good at that for some reason. I don't really know what else there is to say about him really. He was good, but he wasn't as good as I expected him to be. So I think he's going for about 30 to 40k now, and to be honest you may as well try him yourself as that isn't too much for a silver inform. I hope this helps, and next I will show you this week's silver informs which you can vote for me to use next week. So up for the vote this week we have 5 players. I'd usually show you these from the console, but with the team of the years out they weren't letting you see it, so I just recorded this from the web app. The first player you can vote for is Francesco Antonioli, I think, who's a goalkeeper playing for Cesena. We have another Serie A goalkeeper here, and this is Andrea Cosigli, who plays for Atlanta. There's also the Southampton centre-back, Jose Fonte. There's a left midfielder from SC Freiburg called Cagliari or something like that. No idea how you pronounce his name. And lastly we have the ex-Arsenal striker Sylvain Wiltord, who is apparently still playing at the age of 37 I think. I had no idea he was still around. I think he might have come out of retirement. So the voting will be in the same format as last week. If you didn't see last week's, simply wait until the end of the video and the voting will be explained there. Thanks for watching guys, and just a quick note, if there are any players from the Silver Team of the Year out today you want me to review at the weekend, let me know and I'll make that happen as I'm trying my best to buy as many as I can. Thanks for watching and go and vote for next week's player. Cheers. If you'd like to vote, this is how to do it. This will just be an example, but for each of these videos I'll post the names of each silver inform up for the vote as comments and simply vote them up or down depending on which one you'd like to see in the next Playing With video. The one with the most votes by, let's say, Friday evening will be the player I use and review in the next episode. The more votes the better, so if you take the time to like this video, please vote as well. Thanks guys.